doing another great small business profile today, and we're checking out a great sweet spot in Donaldsonville. Rae'ven, tell us all about it.
That's right, Tracy. If you find yourself on Railroad Avenue in Donaldsonville, you may find a sweet treat. Cane Sugar Toffee Company is new to town and ready to serve up something special. I'm here with the owner, Savoie. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for coming in. We appreciate this greatly.
It's such a beautiful atmosphere here and with so much history. Tell me about how you came to Donaldsonville with this sweet idea.
Well, my wife and I own the Cane Sugar Toffee Company, formerly Raw Sugar Toffee Company, and we had looked around for a couple of years of where we wanted to open a brick and mortar store. We had traveled to Mississippi, Texas, different places, and after exhausting everything, we just kind of gave Donaldsonville a second look, and it was here that we knew it would just work out. And so I'm from the area. My family's been in the sugar industry here since the early 1800s, and it was just an opportunity to come back and promote a product locally.
So you hear of pecan candy, you hear of a lot of local treats that are known, but toffee is something unique. Tell me about it.
So when we first started doing, a lot of people would call and ask us for candy, the candy, and I'm like, it's toffee, it's not candy. And then, you know, you try to tell someone in South Louisiana that you're making a toffee and they hear coffee. And so it's like, well, how are you bagging the beans? And I'm like, it's not bagging the beans, it's a hard candy. So it's an English toffee, and it's not origin to this part of the country, but it was my wife's idea to take the brown sugar and to try to create an English toffee with it. And my wife was really the brains and the beauty behind everything. But so we started making it as a little lanyard and including in some of the gift baskets that we were selling. And before you know it, people started asking for the toffee. And it's got a Louisiana twist to it, the pure cane sugar, it makes it unbelievable. And then it was kind of hard sale at first because people don't really understand the concept of toffee. But once they taste it, it's over. It's like done deal, and they want to know how many flavors, what do you have in it.
And it's funny you mentioned coffee and toffee, because here at the Cane Sugar Toffee Company, you also sell coffee. And there's some history that ties into the sugar that's made with the toffee and the coffee that's sold here in store.
Absolutely. Well, one grandfather did the sugar, and unbeknown to me till a couple of months ago when I was opening it up, my grandfather Richardson from Mississippi, he was the first individual to have a retail coffee shop. He was friends with the Savoie family, and they sold it in Norwood, Louisiana. So he's the first retailer to sell community coffee. So it was just a no-brainer to mix both of the grandfathers together. We got a little bit of Mississippi and a lot of Louisiana.
So if someone comes into the store, what can they expect?
Well, first of all, we like to say we're a uniquely friendly gathering space. Anybody and everybody's welcome here. We don't care if you're coming in for a cup of coffee, a glass of water, whatever. But we want people to feel comfortable. We want it to become a community place where people meet, discuss ideas, and things get to be developed in the community. But when you come in, you're going to find fresh brewed coffee. We have iced coffees, fresh brewed. We do teas. We do a little bit of all of it. We sell toffee year round. We just finished our Mardi Gras line. We do King Cake Crunch, Zulu, and Voodoo. And so we're getting out of that and we're getting ready to go into a holiday, Easter holiday, which we do a heavenly hash and a confetti toffee.
So how would you describe toffee? I know you said your wife really looked into the brown sugar element. How do you describe toffee to someone who's never had it?
It's like the old time hard candy is what I tell people. And people still come in from the area here and they order, they're like, can I buy some of the hard candy? And I'm like, sure. You know, I'm not going to debate what it's called, but it's like the old hard candy that people used to make years ago. It's a crunchy sugar base dipped in chocolate and slathered with nuts of all sorts.
Sounds like something South Louisianans would love.
It's real South Louisiana now. We're the only toffee company in the state of Louisiana, and we're doing a pretty good job. We're sold in all 50 states, several foreign countries, and we have people ordering and flying it to different places and locations. So it's starting to take off.
And speaking of success within the business, a lot of people that you grew up with when you were here in Donaldsonville have gone off to be successful, and now they can find you here on Railroad Avenue. They can come and get some toffee, some coffee, and find a little bit more history in the back of the shop. Tell me about it.
Well, use the word successful very loosely with me because I don't think I've been successful yet. I've had a good time doing a lot of things. But yeah, so we did a community call. The people locally, and when I say locally, I mean White Castle, Napoleonville, Parish, Donaldsonville, St. James, all over the area on the West Bank have been so supportive. And so we did a community call for yearbooks. So we now have yearbooks from all of the local high schools. I mean, it's amazing to see people come in and they pick up a yearbook, have a cup of coffee, and before you know it, 2 or 3 hours later, they're sitting there with friends, enjoying a cup of coffee and going through memories. It's been wonderful to see that. And it goes back to us being a uniquely friendly gathering space. Anyone is welcome to come here and have a good time.
You can hear the laughter and the chatter as we do this interview, and since we've walked in, the place has been packed, people have been gathering, and they have been having a great time, and the atmosphere is really set up by the decor as well. If you take a look in the back of the shop, there are flags that hang, which is unique to the family aspect of that. We'll get into who painted those flags.
My wife is the creator of all things. She does the cooking, and she does the artistic flair. You know, I clean up and help with a few things here and there, but Lynn is pretty much she painted all the hand-painted banners and the mural on the wall, and it's really been a tribute of love on her part. She loves what we're doing. She's a vital part of it, and I can't wait till she's able to come and be in the shop full-time with us.
And people will be able to enjoy her beautiful flag paintings, and then take a look at the wall right behind it. Right. A beautiful mural of sugarcane, which has some fun purposes coming up, right?
Yes, actually, the mural was there. A lot of people travel out of state to come here, and they take pictures in front of the mural because it says, you know, where they are, the location, and you're starting to see it pop up. And, you know, on Facebook, you can just look at the pictures and see the mural behind it, and you know that they've been the Cane Sugar Toffee Company.
And some people are cruising in a little bit, and they might be able to utilize the wall.
When we came to Donaldsonville, we love Donaldsonville, and there's so much history here. I started working with several other individuals, and starting at the end of March, the cruise ships are going to start busing buses here, and they're going to come into the toffee shop, and we're going to do the demonstrations of how we make toffee. And then once again, it's going to be wonderful, and we're so happy to be part of that.
And so you're going to have people from all over being able to see this shop and experience it. What is your vision to come for the Cane Sugar Toffee Company, locally and beyond?
Well, the vision, number one, and I have to be faithful, is the mission of the business. But outside of that, there's so many unique personalities and histories in this town, from the start of Donaldsonville to where it is today. There's been phenomenal leaders and legislators and sportsmen and all sorts of people here. But this really is my home, and I'm really proud of it, and I love the people, and they've been so supportive of me coming back. It's been phenomenal. But I'll tell you, the different groups here, you have the Italians, you have the French, you have the Spanish, you have the African Americans, but they all coexist on the West Bank in unison, unlike you may see in other parts of the world. I want people to come to Donaldsonville and see that it really is its own little cultural melting pot, and it's something great to see and sample.
Well, thank you so much for bringing this opportunity to the West Bank and letting people have a gathering space and a space for a nice sweet treat, because that's always a good thing.
Well, everyone's welcome. Thank y'all so much for doing this, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
And if you find yourself in Donaldsonville and want a community cup of coffee and a community experience, come to none other than Cane Sugar Toffee Company.